What is up, YouTube? Bubbles and Ball Cards back with another video. We are in 2023, guys. It is January 1st, kicking off the new year right. Hope you all had a wonderful New Year's Eve. Again, a full week of holiday that I hope was very, very wonderful for all of you. I want to take a moment tonight. I thought this would be something fun to do. I used to do this before, and I don't think I've done it since like the middle of 2022. I don't think I did it since before the National. And so I've been talking a little bit about motivated again to do the eBay sales and stuff like that. I was sharing with everybody previously like my plain white envelope strategies and how that was going for me and stuff. And so I figured, you know what, I've gotten back into it. It's been a lot of fun. I know a lot of people have been enjoying J-Max videos where he's showing what he's using. He shares like on Instagram, he'll post like some stuff that it's sold and everything. Really cool, really interesting videos. I'm not going to go into the details of like he's doing. I'm not trying to copy him. I'm going back to kind of what I was doing earlier in 2022. I kind of let myself get away from it. I'm gonna admit it takes a lot of commitment to do this stuff, but it is a lot of fun once you actually get going, get motivated, and do it, and it's very rewarding. So I'm just gonna admit the reason I kind of laid off of it is I kind of got lazy in doing it, and I don't want to do that again. This is the first of the year. Let's make this our resolution to continue doing this. And I figured what better way to kick this off than share some eBay December breakdowns. I started heavy on December 8th, listing again. I have more cards listed right now than I've ever had in the history of my eBay store. I don't even know why I did it, but I used to pay $21.99 or whatever it is a month to run an eBay store and only keep like 25 items in the store. So anyway, I have more right now in there, and I'm going to continue pushing every day to get more and more and more added. But let's take a look at December here. And I did this kind of on a spreadsheet just so you guys could see a breakdown. Hopefully you get a little bit of information from this if you're kind of wondering, well, what sells, that sort of thing. So I ended up selling 181 cards in the month of December. Now, I know there's people out there that blow that out of the water, but I want to put this into perspective. I changed the way I went about selling cards on eBay in 2022. I noticed that pricing was dropping. I knew people were going to get scared of spending, money, like higher amounts of money, but I felt like there was opportunity there for people that collect. They don't mind, they like picking up the lower end stuff, and it's also less risk involved. So I transitioned to that earlier this year. I want to say it was around April. I'd have to go back and look, but I want to say it was around April. I really started transitioning into that using the plain white envelope system and all of that stuff. So to put into full perspective, 181 cards in the month of December. In the entire year of 2021 on eBay, I only sold 110. Now, obviously, this year versus last year, my average sale price is way different. I actually, on those 110 cards I sold on eBay in 2021, I made a lot more money than I did in 2022. But volume-wise, I actually was 500% higher in 2022 than I was in 2021. So pretty proud. This, I believe, would be my highest month at 181, and I want to continue pushing this forward because, again, it's a lot of fun. And once you get motivated and do have the fun in it, it makes you want to do it. Like you want to get up the next day, get motivated, get a routine in, and start packaging cards that have sold or list cards or whatever. So anyway, enough rambling there. Number of sales, 181. Plain white envelopes, wound up being 165. There was 16 that were higher, either graded or higher than the plain white envelope $20 threshold. And how this broke down individually, I went through and counted up the sports and everything. Let's make sure that I have this right, because it was several pages. So let's see, 87, 55, 25, 12, and 2 equals 181. So we are correct. I didn't want to look like a fool to you guys. But to break it down, baseball, there was 87 cards sold. Of those 87, 3 were graded cards. Football, there was 55 cards sold, one of which was a graded card. Basketball, there was 25 sales, 0 graded. Hockey, I had 12 with 10 graded copies. Graded hockey sells really well for me. And then other, which could be TCG, non-sport, whatever, there was 2 of those. Neither of them were graded. I also went further into this, just kind of share with you guys like decades and that sort of stuff. I just did pre-2000. That, most of the stuff was in likely mid-70s to mid-90s, I would say, on the range of the pre-2000s that I sold. But there was 42 sales of pre-2000 cards. And then from 2000 to current, I did have a couple 2000 cards. Brian Urlacher rookies were in there. I had 139 total sales from 2000 to current. So that's kind of a breakdown of sport. And then not necessarily decade, but 2000 and back is a very broad range, obviously. But I felt 2000 to current gave us a 22 going on 23 year span now, to kind of gauge like what people are interested in. This kind of stuff is nice when you're seeing the like 86 tops. I sold an 86 tops Bruce Smith card that was way off centered. Now, granted, it was a very cheap card. Like I listed it for $1.50, but it sold within an hour. That kind of stuff is really cool to see. You might say, when you're first pulling it out, you're like, is this even worth my time? And then, once you get in a pattern and a routine, it's very easy to list cards, so it doesn't take very long. And you're like, well, let's just put it up, see what happens. And boom, when it sells, you get that satisfaction of like, all right, there is collectors out there. There's somebody that wanted a Bruce Smith rookie. They seen the opportunity to get a nice price on one. They didn't care it was off-centered. Boom, it's done. So that's pretty awesome. Now, I'm not going to go into like full breakdown mode of like dollars and cents, but I know people are going to be curious. Is this 181 sales turning into $10,000? Absolutely not. I put it down here just so people wouldn't focus on it. Average net sale came out, and this is net, so I want to make that clear. There's a lot of sometimes confusion on what the eBay fees calculate out to. I want to tell you now, eBay, they collect tax. They put that into your sale price. They also put in the price that you charge for shipping into what your sale price is. And then they deduct all of that stuff and then throw it over and they say your net price. And sometimes people look at the full sale price and then compare it to their net price and they think that they're getting like hit with more fees. The way I look at it, I don't calculate anything with what they're taking because eBay's collecting the tax, right? That's them. I don't account that. The shipping, I charge for shipping and then I pay for the label. They deduct that out. That's not an eBay fee. That is me paying for the shipping that I charge the customer for to begin with. So I don't calculate that as a fee either. What I do to calculate my air quotes fees is I will look and take what did I have the card listed for and what did I net, what did I actually bring home after the shipping label, the eBay fees, all of that stuff. How much did I actually earn on the sale compared to what I had the card listed at, because that's the price I was asking for the card. So my net after fees, all of that stuff, it averaged out to be $13.75. So again, not a ton of money, but you can figure it up. 181 transactions, 181 cards at an average of $13.75. It's also not too terrible. It's a lot of fun, you know, so keep that in mind. I also put here net sales above 100. Again, this was anything outside of, after fees, all of that. It cleared $100. How many of those were there? There was 9 sales above $100. Okay, and then I also shared the highest net sale, which was $269.78. So you can tell if I had a card that sold that netted me $269.78, but my average net was $13.75, that's telling you mathematically that the majority of my sales are actually low sales. They're, $2, $3, $5 cards. And a lot of people may think that's just silly to do, but I look at it more as I have a lot of fun with it. It keeps you motivated to do these listings and stuff. You're seeing that, I could keep those $2 and $3 cards in a box and it'd be wasted money. Or I could always go by the method of a penny saved is a penny earned, right? And so I look at it in that kind of theory where I can sit there and keep a $2 card in a box and it does me no good because I don't want it. Or I could make the, $1.70 or whatever after all the fees and everything. I don't even know what it exactly, just throwing that out there. $1.70, $1.75, 77, something like that. I could make that rather than just keep it in a box, right? And every time those hit, I'm stacking that earnings. So anyway, I have a lot of fun with it. It's not going to be, again, like my last video, this isn't going to work for everybody. You're not, everybody's not going to enjoy this. People might think it's a waste of time, but I have a lot of fun. It does stack. I want to push even harder in 2023 for this. I'm going to try to go ahead and keep track of these month to month in a breakdown format where I can show you guys. There's a lot of documents and stuff to track this stuff in eBay also, by the way, but I just did this to share with you guys in this format. Let me show you how I get to where I'm seeing all this stuff just so you can see. If you go to sell and then performance, it's going to bring this up, and then you can go to sales, and then you can actually go over here to a custom. What I did for this is I went December 1st, December 31st, generate report, and then come down here and it's going to show you quantity sold. It's going to show you your sales. And this is what I'm talking about. So let's see here. Let me see if I can go. All right. Topps Brooklyn collection. You see here, I netted $466, but the buyer actually paid $648. That's because it added in the 49 cents plus the shipping cost. So it added $1.49. If you go here, I had the card listed for $4.99 plus $1 shipping, so $5.99 total. And then the 49 cents here brings the total sale price to $648. When eBay shows you your total sale there, it's including your shipping cost and the taxes they collect and everything else. But on a $4.99 card, even after, and you can see here the selling cost, it says all fees including the shipping labels if you are printing them off of eBay. Even after all of that, I cleared $4.66, so I really only paid 33 cents in eBay fees on a card that I had listed for $4.99. And then people are going to say, well, what about your time and your shipping labels and all that? I calculated up my labels and stuff. They cost me approximately, my labels, envelopes, cardstock, all that stuff. It's around 8 to 10 cents, roughly, is what I'm paying on my labels and stuff. So anyway, guys, I hope this helps you out. I hope if you guys attempt to do this, let me know, comment, message, private message on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. If you got my number, text me. But I hope that this helps you guys see how things go. If you have questions, hopefully I can help you. But also, I want these to just be motivating for you guys. I know JD, you know, he mentioned, hey, you talked me into it, and he started listing and stuff, and he's seen some results out of it. So that's more of the reason I'm sharing this, is to hopefully help motivate folks into seeing that it doesn't have to be $1,000 cards. You can sell this small stuff and have a lot of fun and earn some extra cash to buy some cards for yourself as well. But that's all I got for you. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday evening, New Year's Day. Let's kick ass in 2023. But as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.